Hi Gemini. And so let's see what it's going to bring forth here for you. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I feel like there's a break between two very powerful feminine energies. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Of course, this is a general reading, so, you know, take what you resonate with and leave the rest behind. Queen of Pentacles is coming across as someone who's just very in tune with herself, with her surroundings. She is someone who's, you know, a very realistic and a practical caretaker of the home. And so the way she envisions making something happen or coming to the bottom of things, you know, making a decision, basically, it's from a very pragmatic place, whereas the Queen of Cups is all about her emotions. They're both very powerful because they both are good at what they do. They're great homemakers or they're great business leaders. Whatever they put their heart or mind to, they're going to be amazing at it. The question is, like, it's that they're in disagreement right now, Gemini. And depending on which of these is, you know, you are feeling resonance towards, that's going to be your energy. But there is a pullback, okay? And it might last for a short period of time or a bit longer of a period of time. Okay, sorry, I'll be right back. The battery is kind of running short. I'm going to leave the cards as is. So as I was saying, it just feels like there's a powerful disagreement of some sort between the two. And there is a rest phase that is gonna start, or perhaps has already started towards the end of July. It's a big disagreement, okay? And just, you know, the approach to the decision, it's just not matching up. The Queen can also be just an earth sign that's in your life. It could also just be two feminine figures within your life, okay? That are just, each of them are saying something and none of them are actually matching up with you even. Or they're not getting along, but they mean something to you. So the Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign such as Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Queen of Cups can be a water sign such as Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like there is a drift apart. Ten of Swords, okay. There might be an end to something here as well that we're seeing. Hopefully this is just, you know, an ending to a very difficult period, you know. And perhaps some other doors can now open up as an end result to this. High Priestess, entering a new realm of being. Page of Pentacles. Something is coming into your reading here, Gemini. Yeah, okay. Wow. There's Ace of Cups, there's Ace of Swords, and of course a Three of Swords. And I say of course because the heartbreak happens because you're going to agree with one or the other. It's not going to be both. I think it'll just be really hard to get these two to come into any sort of compromise between each other. Or with the decision, it's just going to be one or the other. So obviously one is going to have a broken heart, or it could just be you that, you know, it's going to be hard for you to make that decision and come to, like, you can't please everyone, right, Gemini? Can't please everyone. And so what is happening here is that there is an idea that will help you, that will clarify kind of things for you to make that decision. Just straightening this out, and it will help move forward. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles is representing something coming into your life, and it can act as a person, of course. Could be someone who's younger than you who may have some sort of an idea as to how to resolve this issue, and just the overcoming of that is going to be essential during this time period. It may have to do with your finances, but I feel like this is just a really big decision that needs to be made. And Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, they're very, very positive cards that we're seeing here. So the focus here should be that love, clarity can and will be yours. It is coming into your reading. It appears as though for those of you who are single, if you're looking for love, there may be an opportunity that may present itself, okay? For those of you who are coupled, I feel like you're going to find yourself very much in tune with your higher self, okay? And although if there's a lack of harmony between you and another or two other people, however this may be playing out for you, you're very much in tune with yourself, and that is what's important. That is what's essential. And I feel like that is what's going to be overflowing in the month. You have to remember that trying to please every single person in your life right now to get to the bottom of things, it's perhaps just not possible. And it's just something that we need to accept, right? And the faster that happens, the faster this can be over and something new can now happen and begin. And that is what's essential here right now. So let's go ahead and clarify this, okay? Let's see what the Queen of Pentacles is telling us first. So let's clarify that card here. Okay. If it is an earth sign, if it's a Taurus, they are definitely coming in very, very strong. And it looks like they definitely being very realistic and practical and down to earth in their approach to resolving the matter. The best way to handle this situation is also with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a very true energy, meaning truthful, right? Can't please everyone, but if you're honest with this person, it'll take you far in your relationship with them. Supporting them by showing your true self to them, just staying in alliance with them, I feel, and just reasoning things out with them will help you maintain that relationship if that is what you're aiming to do. You know, if this is someone who's important to you, and if it is a Taurus, know that they're just coming from a good place as well. Okay, they're saying something that they feel is very true and very legit, and it's the right thing to do. And that's where they're coming from. They're being honest with you, honest with themselves. So they're coming from a good place, and the best way to tackle that, if you don't agree, is just to be real with them, right? Let's check out the Queen of Cups and clarify that energy and see what's going on. Five of Wands. No matter what you do, I feel like it'll be hard to resolve this issue with the water sign. It's a frantic time to even attempt to resolve it. Whereas with the earth sign, I feel like you can reach an easier solution, I would say, as opposed to with what is happening here with the Queen of Cups. It's just a very, very hectic time. Perhaps they themselves are going through an emotional period. Water signs are emotional, right? So they are triggered by the smallest of things. And they're also, you know, it's easy to uplift them as well because they find satisfaction and happiness in the smallest of things. But depends which one. If it's a Cancer you're dealing with, the smallest of things can make them happy. It's true. But you know, if it's a Scorpio, then they will never forget any wrongs that have been done to them. Whereas if it's a Pisces, you know, as long as you're reasonable and honest, yes, the smallest of things can make them happy. But if you really, really hurt them, they will never be able to let go of that either. But it's different than a Scorpio. Scorpio will just not listen to you, whereas a Pisces will at least listen to you. So, depends. Depends what you're dealing with here, Gemini. And this is just if you're trying to maintain what you have with them. But clearly it feels like you yourself are retracting from both the energies because you can't seem to find that balance with both. And so, yeah. Anyways, the hard time is definitely ending here. And like I said, the doors are opening. Quick summary, right? Doors are still opening. And it's also opening a perspective, I feel. and how you look at things, perhaps on how you look at love. Perhaps these are your friends of yours who were just giving advice on love, and both their approaches are just so different. But right now it's about, like I said, you can't please everyone. But this is a time to please you. And how can you do that? By aligning with your higher self, listening to yourself, your instincts, and where they're taking you. Your definition of one word can be different than the Queen of Pentacles definition or the Queen of Cups definition. It can just be very, very different. And so it's about just tuning in with yourself and then arriving at that particular action that then needs to take place. Let's clarify the bottom row. Something's ending and something's beginning. It's just very clear. Ten of Swords indicates an ending of something up here and the beginning of something new. There's Page of Cups coupled with the cards that are already present. A possible proposal of some sort, of very good news, something to be excited about, to look forward to, something you may have been waiting for a while. And Seven of Swords is here as well. Perhaps something you may have turned your back to and you kind of gave up on, but now it's going to be here, it's in your reading, and you know, it's like, yes, I'm ready for this. And it might actually be hard to kind of accept it, because I feel like you turned your back towards this that's coming in, and I feel like that's what you're deciding upon, and everyone's trying to help you out, but at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision, and the one person you want to try and please is yourself first, right? If you can't please yourself, if you can't be happy with yourself, how will other people be happy with you? Simple as that. Let's take a look at under the deck. The Moon card. So you might be dealing with a Pisces here. I feel reflection is important during the Leo season. Strength. Eight of Cups, the Fool card. Emotions will not misguide you, by the way. If you're worried about that, I know being Gemini, emotions, it feels like what? Right? For some, not all. Depends. Depends what kind of water placement you have in your natal chart. Depends on your moon and rising signs, of course. But for some, I feel like if you're wondering, am I a fool for love? Should I accept this proposal? Maybe it is quite literally a marriage proposal for you, Gemini. Or something along the lines of broadening your current lifestyle, okay? Something that broadens it. I feel, do not worry. Like, a fool for love? No, no. Things will get better if you follow your emotions. Follow your internal guidance. Follow your inner GPS. It will take you. It will take you exactly to where you want to be. Clarifying this with a message from the universe, the wishing well, Gemini. See those masks? It's like taking off a mask, seeing the reality for what it really is. The number 48, 8. It's a very different reading for you, Gemini. If you're searching for answers, I feel like it's not going to come from other people, although listening to them is not going to hurt. It'll give you perspective and guidance. At the end of the day, it's about what your heart wants. Wishing well. I feel like we should read this card out for us to have a better understanding of what is being said here. Desire is a sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. Desire is the most important impulse for creating life, and now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration, and sensing the moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate, or are conceiving a baby or an idea. Wow. I love when the cards are like speaking to us, because this, what I said exactly, that's your Ace of Cups. That's your Page of Cups. And as well as even Ace of Swords, that's just being able to arrive at a decision of how you feel about things and, you know, gaining clarity towards your understanding your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions towards all this that is incoming. It could be a new relationship, it could be movement forward within the current relationship, it could be that you are about to conceive a baby, or you have a brilliant new idea of how to move forward. But it does look like you're seeking advice, because these people who you're asking for advice from do mean a lot to you, like their opinion matters. But this is about you, okay? So, as I was saying, perhaps you recognize, so the wishing well card basically awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. So divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. So really seeking from them is not, it's not the solution, right? Neither you nor anyone else, like I said. So to that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. From your intention and take action. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then rest in spirit. Prepare to be amazed, Gemini. Being a mutable sign during this fixed energy of Leo, I feel like it almost is an uneasy feeling, because change has presented itself, but to embrace it, you need to step out of that fixed energy that's surrounding. But then again, Leo's a fire sign, so if you can perhaps tap into that aspect instead, it'll make it easier. But congratulations if that's you. That's really exciting. Some good news goes a long way. Yeah, you might have even conceived some wealth, prosperity. So focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. And let's read out the affirmations that come with this particular card for prosperity. Today I will focus on the good and happy moments in my life, for this is true wealth. I am a powerful person who believes in prosperity and happiness and health. I will stay positive and prosper beyond my wildest dreams. I give praise and thanks for unknown blessings already on their way. And that brings us to an end to your reading, Gemini. I wish you all the very best with this. If you need guidance or assistance, let me know. You can always purchase a reading through my website at iampureguidance.com. I'll be more than happy to tap into your energy to clarify some of the messages that we saw here further. All right? Well, thank you so much. And again, all the best with this. All right? Thank you. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance.